Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another HPowers 4 replay. So on the north side is the green English. We have Yleva. I have no idea how to pronounce that. So on the south side is the blue Abbasid Dynasty. We have VortiX. First thing came into my mind when I look at the map generation. Look at where the trees are for this map. Blue has a lot of trees on the side of the map. Orange's trees are not only fewer, but more in the center as well. So green got screwed out on trees. Got some stone pretty close by here though. Gold within one camera screen here. It is English, so probably not going to be touching the berries. We have this deer deposit, which may or may not be touched, as well as more deer here. Gold and stone up here as well. For the Abbasid player, got both his gold deposits forward, with a little bit more off to the side, close by each other, with some stone here as well. So, looks like he can just perhaps get this area secured up, and then it only has to expand one direction. Then you'll be fine. The trading post is not a bad half spot for him as well. A lot of natural coverage with this foliage. So trade wing could be a possibility as well. Military wing's on the way to fight against King Abbey of Kings, so he will get the 2 free spearmen archers engaged with the king. Been recent common right now for the English players to go for the White Tower. Maybe he'll deploy the White Tower to help protect this gold deposit over here. Been pretty common, but he got quite a bit of stone being cut down up. He's going for our fast town center. The king is being deployed out now. Military wing is now complete. The king's now deployed on out. And looks like blue does not spot the king. He is pushing forward. Blue scout does spot these villagers. Does get some damage on one of the villagers in the back. Maybe should have prioritized fire. Spreading damage across multiple targets, not too great. Villagers can push a little bit farther forward, get some torches there. Let's see, got 322 stone, which you need 350 to get out of the secondary town center. And both his stone deposits right there, so he may not be able to get the stone needed for his secondary town center, so he buys it with the market. Abbasid Dynasty does have enough stone to get out his own secondary town center now. King is moving around, trying to find another opportunity. Had the secondary town center being built out right there to help this gold deposit remain to be secure. Villagers will get hit. Town center arrows are firing away, getting some good damage from the king. Bit of damage there. King has a back on off. He does have his own health regen and a bit of the health regen aura from this Abbey of Kings. Let's see, did he get enough stone? Did we see a mark on the field? Ah, he grabbed some stone from over here. That's going to be a lot of villager traverse time, so that's going to be put him behind. More villagers on the build queue. These forces now falling back. Didn't really do a whole lot of damage to the mining camp. We did do some economic damage in delaying the town center, additionally with a long travel time with villagers. And he didn't have wheelbarrow research, so they moved slow. The king engaging, does get some hits on the villagers. Now the king's falling back, did take some damage there.
أفعل ذلك بالفعل. لدي مهمة. Dynasty. Intended to serve.
Sorry, I just noticed my Twitch follower count went up, but I didn't hear a notification, and nor do I even see a notification. It doesn't say like, oh, 2 days ago, so maybe somebody followed? Not sure. Not sure if a refollow would show up another notification. Either way, the king has taken a little bit of damage. We do now have this house going on up. And more farms as well as some mills. Villagers migrating around here. Got quite a bit of... That does throw some deer on top of the scaffolding. Scout, engaging scout. They have the same health, so what if they will mutually die? No, the king's going to interrupt the honorable duel of them shanking each other. And the scout does get impaled. Abbasid Dynasty is a little bit closer on aging up, has a bit of all resources right now. I've got the 2 archers there. There's the 2 spearmen taking out the local doggo. The local doggo just wants the sticks in their hand to be thrown. Archer does take some hits there. Get some stabs. Does take out that one and does manage to withdraw. Very nice. And the healing aura does also keep that scout nice and healed up. Does throw the campfire down. And the campfire does get this, just burnt out there. Survival techniques now being researched by the Abbasid player. To improve his deer collection rate. He does have Golden Age Tier 1, so that's one of the best economic benefits in the entire game in my opinion. A good number of mills here. Abbasid player does have 3 town centers, so his villager production will remain quite high. Got enough gold to age up. Both players have enough gold to age up. Got some horsemen here. Will the white tower be deployed out here, or would it be deployed out here? Guess we'll wait and see. Probably not going to be King's Palace. There's the white tower. Oh, perfect spot right there. And with the white tower there, he's going to have massive villager storage. 15, 20, and 7. Village does take some hits there. All these extra arrows firing away. You can go for the blacksmith additional damage to get him more defensive capability. Here comes a king and scout. Still no textiles for research. Does stab some of the king right there. Campfire there. Gotta be careful. That is, looks like dry shrubbery. It could be set ablaze. Spearman. Oh, he does go in and wall ghost in the king. Spearman archer trying to gauge the king. Spearman not properly pursuing. The king will perhaps will take some damage there, but will escape on out there. And there's the age up. Culture Wing now being researched for the Abbasid player. He may be using a Culture Wing to get a cheaper, faster Imperial. Either way. After all, the Culture Wing, the only thing that's really useful in the Culture Wing is probably the Preservation of Knowledge. So he's aging up the Culture Wing so he can get a discount in the future. And we'll probably go for the Economic Wing. though this map wouldn't be half bad for trade. His trade post is nice off the side. He can get some really good trade here. Abbasid players tend to go for a good number of Gilams, which should be superior to the English man-at-arms. So maybe a good idea for an English player. Not sure what you should go for then. Crossbows or hand cannons would be general, but I'm not sure what the stage 4 landmark should be. I do like the Wine Guard Rangers, the Warren Guard Rangers, for their extra range and damage. But he may just go with the Versatile Cast for more defense. We do have a knight here, English knight. He may need to get a town center or outpost here too. Even just an outpost there just for better spawning into the shrubbery, because town centers won't be able to see you too far. If we switch out from the caster vision, select blue. This is what he sees. That's how far the town center sees. In other words, it can't see. The mill offer on the far side of the shrubbery does offer better vision to the town center itself. So now posted 1 or 2 there wouldn't hurt. It'll also provide extra villager storage. He does have some palisade walls being built, but the knights are in his back line. So that one is now in the ground. Well, this is just a scout there. Now decides claiming relics. Green is going to go for some relics there. Has 2 monks in the field. This one is encased. Over here, we do have these knights camp this relic. Imam here. May want to focus on the Imam. Monk here. Oh, the relic, was that partially moved? That must have been a rally move. Maybe there's already Imam that was there and that got cleaned on up. Monk taking some severe damage. The Knights getting some good damage on the Lancers, but more Lancers push way forward. Crossbow will be focused down. Another Lancer, more Knights. Charging his way forward. It's still a pretty even fight, but looks like Green is losing. Knight goes down, and this Knight is being focused down. Got a single crossbow there to support, but he may not be enough. Knight's pushing his way up here. Perhaps going to throw some torches there onto the mining camp. Wine Guard Palace, Warden Guard Palace not being employed in the field. On the front line, he knows if he gets a good number of Lancers, so maybe some Wine Guard footmen initially wouldn't be half bad. Crossbows and Knights now engaging. Some of these Lancers are starting to go on down. He's building more Knights, so Warden Guard footmen wouldn't be half bad. The Warden Guard armies does also give Spearmen and Crossbowmen. They're not bad as well, and get a free trebuchet to go along with them. So those would be pretty good, though Warden Guard army does take a bit extra time. They're like 115 or 1 minute 15 seconds as opposed to like what, 25 or 35. Warden Guard army, yep, 1 minute 15 seconds. Footmen is 45. Warden Guard Rangers 45, and the Raiders are 25, which does give them a good number of horsemen and knights. Which that also may be a good possibility as well. Market now being employed in the field. Lancer down. We've got some horsemen and more, and there's also a decent number of Lancers. So we've got the 2 original Spearmen still alive and the original Archer as well. Monk could try for a conversion ritual. Got another monk behind. Monk down. The monk does pick up the Poke Blood. Lancers moving around, or Lancers. Blah. Sometimes I always second guess myself as are they Lancers or are they Knights?
They're hiding at the back. It is team.
Enclosure technology being researched now. Crossbows get some decent damage onto those lancers or knights. Lancers, blah. Okay, I used to be good at this game, but now I'm second guessing myself too much. Crossbows being focused down. They did a good job focusing on the wounded lancers. Those lose those crossbows, but lose those knights in return. Green has a much better kill bounty than blue, or kill value. But blue almost has enough villagers. And he is going for the trade wing, so he's going to be focused on the extra gold economy. He won't get the extra 25% or 15% extra food collection from agriculture. But he was still, and plus the +8% drop off, which I really don't see people go to all too often. But he will get potentially up to plus 55% trade efficiency while still having 33% cheaper traders. And he has plenty of resources stockpiled up. We do now have some Warguard raiders not being put on the field. And these horsemen backing on off. He has no blacksmith research. His opponent has +2 melee armor. Going for +2 range armor now. And I'm about ready to sneeze. You can see that this campfire really torched some of the shrubbery there. I don't know if that's the case, but that's what I'm going with. These forces trying to push way forward. Knights and horsemen, or lancers and horsemen push way forward. Need some damage on these villagers. Exiles have been researched. They get mostly inside the town center, which has less damage. Knights and horsemen taking out those horsemen. Couple knights here, or I'm getting the boards mixed up all. And heavy cav. King. Why did I say king? Keep. Ugh. Okay, my mind's really starting to melt, isn't it? Villagers starting to get hit right there. Horsemen engaging horsemen. Not that right. And they got these knights, horsemen, and there is no scout there. At the trade post, he is not building traders just yet, looks like. He will make an opening there. Perfect spot for a future gate. Horsemen rotating around. We've got the veteran spearman research on the way for the English player. We do now have the elite horseman for the Abbasid Dynasty. He's just going straight horseman. I'm not sure what his plan is for straight horseman. His opponent is going for more Warguard raiders, which do cost a good amount of food and gold. Now he's trying to go for the Warguard footmen because realize he's just sold the elite horseman research, thinking that he's going to pull out more horsemen. These elite horsemen will go on down. Scythorn now being researched by blue. He does have 3 relics. 1 relic still remains the map, northernmost point in green's territory. Horsemen will take out these knights. We got armor clad being researched, which does not affect the Warguard footmen. They'll just back on off, try and build some stone walls. Villagers still trying to run away. Got some hardened spearmen, not veteran spearmen, versus Passage knights. He has a good number of horse. He actually still only has regular horsemen, not even veteran horsemen. More Warguard range, Warguard footmen on the build queue. Horsemen engaging the knights and horsemen. Spearmen there. It is a hardened spearman now, going for phalanx and the elite spearmen. All these traders are set to wood collection as well with his trade research, once he ever gets those going. These horsemen approaching the way forward, trying to raid some more villagers. Still no blacksmith research whatsoever for the English player. That is quite important. We do have some traders being flown in the field. He does have the 25% additional other resource, which are tasked on the food. I think wood would be better for him right now, since he does have more wood-based extra, or he does have wood-based units that are now being flown out. And then he can just focus his villagers on providing food and through the farms. And then use whatever gold he gets for other resources. You know how these Warren footmen push away forward? They will get good bonus damage onto these horsemen. Warren footmen get +5 versus cavalry, plus they have great base damage. Warren footmen has less. Oh, looks like they do get affected by armor clad. I think that was that changed in the recent patch, because beforehand that was not affected by. Last time I remember that was not affected by armor clad. Maybe it is now. Either way, he needs more blacksmith research. Let's get +1. So right now they're up to 6 armor. Maybe I got them mixed up. The fact that they have just inherently less melee armor. The armor clad. That's maybe why I got that confused with my mind. These horsemen charge away forward as well. Got some villagers here getting healed up by the abbey. Elite crossbow employed on the field, but he's fighting against horsemen. Crossbows are not the way to go. And he has a massive number of them blowing the field, and he's going to be fighting against spearmen as well. Crossbowmen are definitely not the way to go. With the amount of spearmen on the field, he could go for the Burn Guard Rangers as well. Still going for more crossbows. May want to go for network of citadels, though he doesn't have enough stone for that. More horsemen over here. The Abbasid Dynasty needs more farms. He has a good amount of gold stuff being stockpiled up. He doesn't need too many traders. Maybe just 10 is all he needs. He has 17. I'll say that's a good number. Definitely does not need any more. He has plenty of now gold income for all of his expenditures, which is nothing. Now he's trying to go for the increased gold collection. Spice Road to give him +30% increased gold collection. So now they could be 55% more efficient. He needs to go for his own crossbowmen, maybe eye for some hand cannoneers, 1 or 2. Each player has a good number of spearmen on the field as well. Better than spearmen. You may not need to go for elite spearmen, but at least go for elite army tactics. Could be very useful. Each player has a large amount of food stockpiled up, so you may want to go to the market and sell off maybe 3,000 food. Crossbows will get overwhelmed by these horsemen. You just stop building those crossbows. Warren Guard Footman's attacking at pretty good speed. Huh, did Warren Guard Footman have a slower attack speed? Because that's both the effect of the network of citadels, or castles. Ever looked at their increased attacks? Yep, looks like their attack speed is actually slower than mana arms. But they do hit harder, making it a little bit more effective to go through armor. Now the Abbasid player is trying to pull out some hand cannoneers. At this point in time, he may just want to get rid of all these lumberjacks, maybe barring like 7, and put them all on the farms. Because right now he needs the food, he can rely on the trade caravans for a little bit extra wood trickle. Right now they're just set to food. Horsemen slowly being whittled on down. He has expended all of his gold stockpiles onto a whole bunch of hand cannoneers and some bombards. He also has a good amount of horsemen on the build queue as well. So now he has plenty of food and wood, less gold. And so the English player is going for more he's still going for crossbows, which is simply not a good idea. We also got quite a bit of gold being claimed up here by the Abbasid Dynasty's player, so he's going to try to at least collect up the gold in the center of the map to deny them from his opponent. So English enclosures are quite nice, but that's going to be the last gold deposit for the English player to grab, looks like. Oh, there's actually another small one over here. Horsemen going to rip apart. Outpost shall go down. More horsemen here. The Abbasid Dynasty has too many villagers, while the English player has not enough. He must have been really able to get a good number of villagers in those raids with the horsemen. So going for more and more horsemen may be just a good idea. Out-equal your opponent. After all, these villagers are constantly getting hit. He has not rolled in anything on this side of the map. He had a really lack of natural barriers, so it's not really going to bite him. He does, of course, have an extra town centers, which help him get back in the game. He has plenty of food. He needs other resources. Gold, he can get out some Marine Guard Rangers, which are going to be especially useful against all the hand cannoneers. Spearmen wouldn't be half bad as well against all the horsemen. And his own horsemen wouldn't be half bad, be equal footing against his opponent's horsemen, but they're just feudal age horsemen, not even castle age horsemen. This one does have biology, I don't think he does. Finds more villagers there, does take them out. Horsemen going straight for these villagers. These horsemen going for more villagers as well. He does also have an outpost here. It is fortified. He does have this stone. He could perhaps go for a spring golem placement on the white tower. Now we got these forces pushing way forward. Trying to raid his opponent. Got stone walls here in reserve, and more stone walls being built. English player has plenty of food for villagers, just simply does not have all the resources. In fact, it may be a good idea to grab half his villagers, task them to other resources, and let the new villagers fill out the farms. Or sell off 3,000 food. The Abbasid Dynasty player does need more food. And Cannoneers firing away, getting some great damage there. Does also get stuck in a bit of a choke point as well, so Green just lost a good chunk of his forces. Oh, Economic Wing. He's going for age 5. He could really use the improved processing agricultural research. I forgot that you can always go for the last wing. You're not really confined to them, though it still costs as another age up, as another age 4. So it is expensive. Not as bad as the Imperial Age and Age of Empires 3, but still.
You ready for the next worker on the roller?
Horsemen raiding some more of these villagers, spear retaliating. Takes down this post pile of sticks there. Got a bunch of angry men with pointy sticks and exploding sticks. Yeah, that was not very worth it. Economic Wing now being researched. Each player does have a larger army since he has less villagers. Still, crossbows right now. He is fighting against no armor. His opponent does get out some elite camels, camel riders, which he may have some of the camel aura effects that go along with them. He also apply a debuff to his opponent's horsemen if he ever deploys out any. The Vanguard Rangers or Vanguard Footmen will still be very useful right now, but needs more gold and wood. There's some gold being collected up there. Keeps now going on up. Trebuchet is not being deployed out by the English player. Sorry, I hit my microphone. Second side captured there. Keep being deployed on out. Looks like the elite camel riders are now fully upgraded with all their armor, which still means they're light. Here's some bombards firing. It's just these bombards taking out the outpost. Abbasid player has a good amount of all the resources. I don't think it gets set as trade route to stone. If it can, he could start eyeing for the wonder. Took a site there. We do now these horsemen pushing way forward. He just called a bunch of his villagers. Green's not pushing way forward. Blue could start pushing way forward into Green's base, turn base for his situation. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of his landmarks and a nice little line there for Blue to take out. Green's base 4 has a good number of battering rams. He does have to destroy the capital and the House of Wisdom, which are pretty close by each other as well. The House of Wisdom is fully upgraded since it's all 4 wings. It has a staggering 28,000 health. He also probably has the Court Architect research as well. So the House of Wisdom, it is a bastion. Townsend does go down to the bombards. Battering rams push forward. Look at the village trying to repair up the gate. They weren't there in time. Villagers throwing some torches. They will be killed off pretty quickly. Blue's trying to rotate this force around. 2 mangonels could be very useful right now in that region. Horsemen engaging the spearmen. Villagers collecting the stone. Culverin does fire away. Mangonels firing. Gets a great hit there on those elite crossbows. Got a good number of hand cannoneers here. They additionally have additional armor thanks to the camels. Culverin's putting some holes in the battering rams. Good amount of these crossbows going down. They don't have incendiary arrows. Each player has plenty of food, some wood, not a lot of gold. Queued up some Warren footmen again. Which I believe Warren Guard Rangers be better at this point in time, plus incendiary arrows. He also, English players are missing almost half his blacksmith research. So Green's army gets annihilated here. He sees his army is filled with light. Longbowmen and Wormguard Rangers would be much better. He doesn't have, has some archer ranges. The lack of incendiary arrows even will make a big impact with those crossbows. Camel riders are do bonus damage to his cavalry and as well as the siege. He's trying to push his way forward. Has good number of hand cannoneers. We also got some Giloms here, so the crossbows have something to shoot at properly. Those camel riders are not going to last all too long. Wormguard Rangers or footmen push way forward. They will report those camel riders and do offer a good pull against the Giloms and Spearmen, but these hand cannoneers, he has nothing to really stop them. He needs either Wormguard Rangers or some mangonels. Up here, looks like these villagers being picked on also. Green's going to lose another round of villagers. All the crossbows will go down. The English player's down to 1 military unit, a single footman somewhere. And Green does back the game now. This Angrade saying, "Take watching," and on to the next replay.